Alright, I'm going to make this video to show you how to make your opt-in pages or sales pages or whatever beautiful. So this video is actually being created for people who are in my virtual event funnel challenge. It's a supplementary video for them, but I'm also going to put it on my YouTube channel. So if some references don't make sense, that is probably the reason why. And if you're watching it on YouTube and you're interested in the virtual event funnel challenge, you can go to virtualeventfunnelchallenge.com and see when the next version of it is going to be and sign up there. You can also find me at miraclefunnels.com, and the software that we're using is called HighLevel, which is it's a version of HighLevel, and you can find out information about it at ellioop.com. It's ELLIEOOP. Okay, so let's get started here. So first of all, hang on, I'm just adjusting my screen a little bit here. All right. So first of all, whenever we are in here and we're going to, this is the page that I built yesterday in the challenge, so I'm going to edit this. Now, the colors on here are not pretty because this was just examples of showing how to do stuff, so that's why it looks a little like puke. So today I just wanted to show you, really talk about colors and stuff and better make them fit your style and your brand. So, let's head over to Canva first, and let's say I've got a few, let me find my thing here. I have a few documents, or not documents, but templates. So I'm going to put in miraclefunnels.com/Canva2, and those are just some short codes that I made to this this one that you can make, and you can see here that it's got some different types of things in it. And you can copy this and use it yourself. So let's take this lady out of here. Let's say we wanted to, you can find a lot of things like this if you wanted to pull this in, but you can also go over here to elements, search for some things that you just really like. Let's say I wanted to search for happy people. So, and you've got the two different things. You've got pro and you've got free. So if you're using a free Canva account, you can't use anything with the crown on it. So, instead, you want to look for things like this one that doesn't have the crown on it. And you could just pull this out, make it fit into your whatever it is that you're using here. And if you don't know, so like at the home on Canva, you have all kinds of templates. You can come in here and you can search for probably anything. You can also put in a custom size, like right here. You can say, I want it to be 700 by 700 or 10 by 1500 if for some reason you wanted something like that. But you can also, you've got documents and whiteboards and presentations and social media and videos, all different kinds of things. Click under more. There's just so many things here that you can use. It's really almost endless. So if we look at templates, you've got just tons and tons and tons of templates. You can open up any of these as long as you have the the right account. Like none of these have the crown, so they should be good to use no matter what. We see like this one has a crown, this one has a crown, but this one does not. Okay, so then let's start with creating a brand template. All right, so this one you can find miraclefunnels.com/Canva4 is a short link that will take you to this. And this was created by my friend Rachel Aponte, and she created this for our use in this challenge that I mentioned. And I'm sure she wouldn't mind you using it also. Rachel does some amazing work. She has, I don't know if she still does, but she's had something called Canvapreneur, and So anyway, this is just some examples that she has created for her clients in her coaching program to use. And you can see how, you know, these colors, they flow together well. You know, they beautiful together, and yet there's contrast. Like this almost looks like a makeup palette to me, and see there's actually makeup in the picture. So I think the way that she starts with these, there's not a blank one to use, but the way that she starts with these, you find pictures that you like. So let's copy this one and make this one just be plain. Well, let's find pictures that you like. So let's say if I want it to be a tropical theme. Okay, so I'm going to look for tropical, and I'm going to click on photos, and I'm just going to pull in all of these photos that I absolutely love. And see, when you pull them over here, you can replace these images with these images. That's a pretty one. And just keep working on that until you have it all full with all of these that just really light you up inside. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so now we have all of these. Now we need to pull out this. Let's make our board. So come over here, click on this, and if you scroll down, you can see photo colors. Click on all, and it's pulling in all of the colors from all of the other things, but right here are the ones that we've created for this. So these are all of the colors that you just pulled into the color canvas here. So like, I'll say I like this color, then I want to click on this next one, and maybe I like this color, and then this next one, let's do a teal, and then let's do maybe this green, and then let's do a white. I don't know if we have a white on here or not, but we can just do plain white if we want to. Or we could use this gray maybe. Something like that. All right, so then you have this color scheme. Now, if you feel like this is too many colors, you can just always change one. So like, let's say we don't want the green. Let's say we want to make this a bit more toned down, maybe like that one. And then let's say maybe we feel like this pink is a little too bold and dark. So what we can do, we've got this pink highlighted, so let's come here and we can just kind of drag this over, lighten it up some. And there you go. And then let's say if we wanted to make this white instead. So we could do this, or even like a cream color, something like that. That's really pretty. So then this looks like a better selection of choices. Except I think I would make this a darker, maybe more like that, something along those lines. So then you want to take this, you want to transfer these up here, and you also want to, you know, change this. You can change your fonts and stuff on here as well, and then you can call it whatever you want to call it. You call it tropical, and then maybe find you'd have to find some of the paint splashes and stuff on there that match it. So anyway, you've got these colors on here, and if you want to know what they are, click on here and then click here, and you see this right here. This is called a hex code. And this is the color that you would use on your website, your funnels, anything like that. And you can write all of these down so that you have a record of them, like put them in a notepad, you know, like a computer notepad, so that you can easily copy them. And if you wanted some lighter colors of them, you could come over here and you could see some other versions of those particular colors. So, okay, so then let's go back and let's use the one, well, so this is a rectangle. This one's actually made for a background, but you can still kind of get the idea. I've even put some directions here for you to look at and use. So there are, this one is Canva 1, miraclefunnels.com/Canva 1. And then there's miraclefunnels.com/Canva5, which is the same sort of thing, but is vertical. And this one is designed to be the background on your whole entire website, and it's sized this way so that it works for mobile better. Let's go back. This one is designed to use as a background in a section. And you can put anything on here that you want. It doesn't have to be like this directions, I'm showing you how to make it a wavy background like this, but you can put any kind of background on here that you want. And then we have the square template and the rectangle template. You can use both of those. The square template is miraclefunnels.com/Canva2, and the rectangle template is miraclefunnels.com/Canva3, although you could just use this one as well for the rectangle. All right, and so best places to get images to use on your site. Of course, there's all the images on Canva that you can use. If you have a pro account, you can have, there's all of these pro images work for it. And they, they're stock photo images is what they are. But then there's also Pixabay, which has free images that you can use without any royalties, without paying for them, without having to even credit most of them. So like, let's say if we wanted to use these bees. Like all you have to do is just download. You can download in the size that you want. And look, you can even open it straight into Canva and edit the image. That's a new feature I had not noticed before. That's pretty cool. Then of course there was an error. So I guess you can't. All right. And so sometimes it'll say something like you must credit the person, in which case maybe you would just put it way down at the bottom of your page that you're building, like you'd put it down here or something in the footer. All right, so let's talk about this. If we were going to use the brand template that we just created in Canva, let me go back to that. See if I can find it. All right, I think it was this one. Okay, so we're going to use, just ignore this stuff up here, we're just going to use these colors down here. So let's see, what color was this? This isn't a white, this is more of a cream color. It's almost white. So let's say we want this background to be that color, or you could just leave it white, of course. Either one is going to completely work. You can add a custom color here, and you can say brand cream. Add that color, and then this color it's now sitting right there, right here, and you can use this again later on this page. So see how it changed it from white to this more muted color. So let's do the same thing down here, background, and see, there it is, and now you can have it there. So then let's find another color that we just had here. Let's use this dark blue tealish color. Okay, and I want to make this background be that color because I like dark backgrounds mixed in with clear backgrounds. If you just want your site to be light and airy, then you probably wouldn't want to do that. Brand dark teal, add color. See, I like that a lot, how that looks. Okay, and if I want to take this color, maybe use this for the button, I can find it here. See all these buttons? Let's change that to be this color. It's not really red, but I'm not sure what the color is. I guess it is sort of a red, kind of a corally red. And then there it is already, and here it is again. And then make sure you save frequently. Okay, so then let's change this one to be, let's make it let's try a tropical background up there, since we're going with tropical stuff. No, I need to come up here and choose Unsplash first of all. Tropical. Oh, that one's pretty. Let's use that. Double click it and it'll pop it in there, and you see it's muted it out now. But if I want it to be not so muted. I can do it like that. Of course, then it's hard to read and everything, so you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt. But no, I think that looks a little too purple. So let's find another one. Maybe this one. I like that. Okay, let's go with that one. All right, so then let's make this color work better for it. This is the background color. We had set it to green just to show you some. We can use this color. This would be a good color for that. So let's make another color, paste this in, and let's call it, why is stuff types backwards sometimes? Brand light teal. Add the color. All right, so see then that looks good, and it's matching up here pretty well too. And let's just change all of these yellows back to white. And this icon, we can change it maybe to the red, maybe that lighter teal. That looks good. Let's change this to white. Okay, and save again. All right, so then we want all of these boxes probably to be the same color. So let's go with this teal color here. And let's delete the image, which you just remove that from there and it goes away. Background color again. All right. Okay, so you know, that's basically how you update everything. And again, you can change these pictures. Obviously this lady in the fall does not go with this tropical theme, so let's search for Happy Lady Tropical. See if we can find someone that works. Okay, so none of these are really happy like I would like. This lady kind of is. Let's try her. All right, so that works. Then let's same with this one. She looks like she needs a tropical vacation. So I mean, we can go with her. She's got the right colors going on and stuff. She's a little obnoxious looking, but she's having fun too. So this one you might want to actually open up into Canva and crop it down some. But I'm just going to leave it like this for now so that you kind of get the overall idea. So this is using all of the colors that we designed. This one is still purple. Let's change that. Let's make that be that color. There we go. So, you know, this is basically how you do it. You just pick out your colors that you want to use and then be consistent with them across the board. Don't change your colors to use other colors and things like that, because then if you do this page with these colors and then you do your thank you page with purple and yellow, people are going to be like, whoa, what happened here? That just does not work. And then so far as a logo, let me show you that too. You can come over here. Let's go back to home. And let's search for logo. And you see here, you search for logo, you get tons. I mean, I don't know, there's probably thousands of options under logo. Just scroll and scroll and scroll until you see one that just really jumps out at you. That just seems like something that, you know, would work for you. Like this one here is my, I use this for my Tech Talk Mastermind course. This is actually the image that it came from, the logo image. And this one's pretty. If you had an A, I don't know if we could modify that to be another letter or not though. This one's cute, really cute if you were going to do something with cooking stuff. And so let me just show you, find one real quick that we could probably modify significantly. Okay, let's do this one. Customize this template. Okay, so let's say if we like this, this happens to be an image that is, you can change the color on. Sometimes you can't. Let's say, when we lost our colors from over here. So anyway, we're just gonna pretend you could have created a brand kit and then they would all be there. So let's just pretend that that's what we did. Okay, so then this sunshine, let's change that to be your company name. Okay. And you say you don't like that font, all right? You come over here to fonts, and there's tons and tons and tons of fonts available in here as well. You can upload fonts if you want to, or you can just use all of the fonts. So let's say if you have a custom font that you've used on your website or something, or one that you just really like this Nephasia. This is the one that I use for my miracle funnels and some other things. So if I were to click that, obviously that doesn't work in all caps, but I can click this, makes it plain. I can click that. You know, you can just click around in here until you find one that you like. And if you like the font but it doesn't work for all caps, then just change it from all caps. I think it's right here. Yeah, but it's typed in that way probably. So let's go company like that. And then we can, you know, do this kind of thing some more with it. So then you just find the one that you love. And if it's too small, you can make it bigger. That's really hard to read. I would not recommend that for a logo unless you didn't really care if people could read it. Which is generally not recommended. This one is fairly easy to read. But remember, most younger folks, like the Gen Zers, they don't know how to read cursive. My son, my teenager, would come in here and say, I don't know what that says. So, you know, if your target market is Gen X and boomers, then it would probably be completely fine. Maybe be okay for millennials, but it probably would not work if your target market was Gen Z. So it's just something to keep in mind there. And again, you can change the font on this as well to something else, like whatever works for you. And then what I would do, once I got it set the way I like it, I would highlight it all, which you do just hold down the shift key when you're clicking them. You can group them together so that you can't mess them up. Expand it out so that it's the size, so it's like filling the whole space here. Make sure that your edges don't get chopped off. And if you have any shading behind it, you want to leave a little bit extra space because that will get chopped off as well. And it'll look weird. And you can use the up and down arrows to move stuff a little bit if you need to. All right, and then I would change this background to white. And I'll show you why. Because if it's white and you say you want it to be transparent, it will just remove that. So then if we want to download this, come here, we're going to leave it as a PNG. We can change the size to really big or down to as small as 250. Click this transparent background and then click download, and it will download it as a transparent PNG file for you, so then you can pop this into your website. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's come over here and let's put this in here. I'm going to upload a file, and it's right there, my sample. And then there it is. And then there it is. And then you have it, and it's on your page now, and it looks fantastic. And you're just ready to go, and it, like, the colors work with everything else and all of that. Okay, so I think that is about all that I wanted to show you. You know, just the basic rules are to make sure that your colors go good together, that they have harmony. Also make sure that there's contrast. You know, like you don't want everything to be the same, like you don't want every single thing to be a shade of teal. You need to have contrasting colors because it makes things stand out. Like the buttons need to stand out. One kind of general rule of thumb here is that the buttons should be the only or almost the only use of that color. So like if you had like a little tiny piece of text or something that had the red in it, or like obviously, you know, her lipstick is red, stuff like that is fine, but don't make like this text red and this background red and then the button red. You want people to see the button and know it's the button, and all of the buttons need to be the same color. Now, if you are doing kind of like a rainbow theme or something like that, where you've got, you know, lots and lots and lots of different colors and you just really want to play with it, you can make the buttons be different colors. I've seen that done and I've seen it work really well. But for the most part, you know, aside from, you know, deliberately doing something like that, I would say just keep them all the same color. And likewise, if you do a pop-up, make sure the button's still the same color, things like that. Okay. And also, of course, make sure things are easy to read. If you're not sure, you know, you've got it here on your computer, stand up and go back a little bit, or, you know, zoom out several times on your computer to make sure that you can read it. And, you know, walk away, go have a snack, come back later, look at it. Do things still look great to you, or do they look terrible now? You find out you can't read it. View it in mobile version as well. Same thing. Everything needs to be, you know, like flowing and stuff. So see, like here, these, we're going to have to add some margins around these because obviously it's bleeding all into one. So I'm going to add some margin top here. I'm going to make it 10. Oops, 10. And then I'm going to need to do the same one on this one, otherwise it will look wonky on the desktop version. And then the same for this one, make it a 10 also. And then you have a little bit of space there. And, well, why don't we have space there? Could have sworn there was just space there. Okay. That was weird. All right. Anyway, make sure that they're all the same size and stuff. So yeah, you definitely want to do that. Check it over, make sure it looks good on mobile, and then of course save again. Yeah, so see, these have different amounts now and it looks wonky, so you're going to have to play with that in order to make that work right. Okay, so if you have any other questions, just send me a message. If you are in the challenge and you're watching this, we will meet tomorrow. And if you're watching this on YouTube or some other time, then, you know, again, like I said, you can find me at miraclefunnels.com or ellioop.com, and let's connect. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Much appreciated. Bye-bye.